Hello and welcome to Fresh Face One Shots. My name is Joey.
And I'm Jacob.
And today we are back with Wonder Woman by Tom King. This is issue number 24. We're 24 issues deep into this comic, which I guess puts it at, it's definitely over 2 years.
It's over 2 years.
Because there was technically the Night Terror stuff, but also there was the Absolute Power stuff. And what else did we take? We took off for something else. I can't think of what now. Or maybe it's 2 years even, because Absolute Power was part of the main run, and Night Terrors was kind of a buffer between the previous run and this run. So
yeah,
never mind that. I guess it has just been a straight 2 years. Maybe it did start in September of 23. I can't think now. Maybe it did.
It might feel like more because of the annual. There was an annual.
There was an annual, and we had the Trinity special, and we're doing also the Trinity
stuff. So
Tom, that all very much feels part of this run. So
yes.
All that is to say, we're 24 issues deep into the main stuff, and we're continuing what I might dare say is already possibly King's strongest arc in this run so far. Like,
interesting. I'm definitely really enjoying it. I don't know if I might say strongest because it is. It doesn't help that like what the first 20 issues or so is one giant thing.
It kind of but King is also through the titles has broken those down into smaller arcs in but this is I think overall it was definitely the strongest start to an arc, if nothing else. These first 3 issues have been really, really good, because I would count the prelude issue now.
Yes.
God, you hardly ever see this though. I love the first panel of this issue that is literally just like the same panel that the previous issue ended on. Just like
we kind of lost that because I mean I get it in modern comics because
you don't want to waste like page space on things that readers have already technically seen. You know, it's like, but I don't know. I kind of like this. It literally throws us directly back into the action and puts me back into that really strong cliffhanger of the last issue. I think that's just a really important skill that we kind of don't do much of anymore. So a lot of this issue is first off continuing on the sort of strong themes of the previous issue. King's idea of this Mouseman Island being sort of taken up by people that only say 2 phrases: Mouseman knows, mice have ears, and of course the combination phrase Mouseman knows, mice have ears. Which is continuing that great exercise in lettering and letting Daniel St. Pierre's art shine here. But we do start to extend.
Can we tell with limited dialogue now? Mm-hmm. Diana gets dialogue, which obviously she would, and then at the very end, we get the explicitly, no, these people can speak. They've just been essentially under an authoritarian regime. That means they can only repeat these phrases.
Which is very much like, I think it's pretty evident from the beginning, though, because the little girl that Diana is with the whole time does understand what Diana is saying at the very least. So I like that. There's this communication between them, and Diana's sort of filling in the gaps in their conversation. All the while, we're also following some kind of Mouseman headquarters, these sort of guards that work for him, soldiers that have been watching over the island and
are evoking a certain regime from Germany in 1933 to 1945.
Yep. Right down to the armbands and the hats, but also they're wearing Mickey Mouse ears. Which also might be part of that. So it's pretty great. I do really like that. I
know writers who use subtext, and they're all cowards.
It's so good though. I really like this. God, I also just love our splash page on that sort of authoritarian regime. The paintings on the walls. I think it's just really evocative imagery that really sells what King is going for here. This was a really cute moment early on where Diana starts speaking in the little girl's language, and she just says Mouseman knows back to her, and in the same way that you've been able to understand the other characters that have only been speaking this dialogue here, you get this sort of bond between these 2 characters when Diana starts speaking that language as well, and it's really nice.
Because it's a question of which way do we go? Mm-hmm. This way or that way, and it's nice. It works. We have more giant mice.
Yes. Much more. I really love going back actually to that prelude issue that I was mentioning before. there is just such a stark contrast in the way that King and Sampaire tackle this version of Mouseman and his giant mice and everything compared to the very kind of like silly Silver Age-esque Prelude issue.
Because as far as I can tell, also Mouseman only appeared in like, this is a one-issue character who was in like one issue in the 40s. So in essence, let's be honest, King is making a new character.
Yeah, exactly.
Basically.
Which King is no stranger to. King loves his really obscure DC Comics characters and loves and it's kind of similar to maybe this is actually why I kind of love them both. James Gunn kind of like does that same thing where he takes really obscure characters, and so he has more license to do to take larger swings with those characters when he adapts those into other media, which I think makes a lot of sense. But we have obviously we have a callback to that Prelude issue as the girl and Diana are still being followed by these Mouseman soldiers, and we get this sort of like confrontation between these other soldiers and Diana, and eventually I will say I'm having a bit of a hard time interpreting the sort of last scene of this. Did Tom King kill a child? I don't mean that literally in the real world. I mean that in a comic book sense. Obviously. I'm realizing what I said. They don't show the kid again. They show the mom again. They don't show the kid again. And I don't know...
Tom King might have killed a child?
Might have. He purposely never shows her again. She might still be around. It's certainly possible. But also Diana's rage towards the end of the issue kind of evokes the whole like, oh yeah, they killed a kid, and Diana.
But you killed an innocent kid,
which also could have certain subtext elements to it as well. I think King could be calling.
I mean, I should say in some of the dialogue we get with like Mousemen, secret police, some of the shall we say? I don't want to say fascist bloviating is similar to the way people describe the current president of the United States.
Indeed. Yeah.
Again, he's not subtle. Don't entirely know if King is actually necessarily saying anything deeper with that, other than just he doesn't like the current regime, which I mean, fair enough.
It's a fair thing to say. Yeah. Yeah. I'm kind of thinking King killed this kid, and it seems I don't know, because here's the thing: they also try to shoot little Lizzie, and Diana deflects that bullet. Yeah, so maybe that's why she lets loose on them. But my point is simply here that we don't see the pink-haired girl that Diana has been talking to this whole time after the bullet goes off. So, like, I don't know. Maybe that's what happened. I'm kind of doubting it now that I'm looking at the pages again. Because the panel directly after the gun is fired is Diana deflecting the bullet. But
yeah, I think it might just be a problem of they don't. It looks like there's something missing, like
yeah, and it looks like that's on purpose, like King is purposefully omitting information. And I could see that being, an interesting plot device going into the next issue.
It's possible she ducked outside as well. Like I don't.
Yeah. Oh yeah, certainly possible. Yeah.
I don't know. It's a thing. Did we kill a child?
Yeah, I don't think we did, but it's certainly possible. We also, God, I love that last panel of Diana, the "What does Mouseman know?" line. Just it's really, really good stuff. And we also in the issue seeing Mouseman in the present again for the first time, and seeing that he is aware that Wonder Woman is on the island, and that I imagine shit's about to go down next issue. So
do we know if this is going to be just 3 parts or is it 4?
I don't know. I'm not sure. Technically, it already is 3 parts if we count the Prelude issue.
If we count the okay, yeah. So. Fine.
If we're talking in trade terms, the main story is probably either 4 or 5 issues, if I were to guess.
Based on
because the trade would include the prelude and then whatever the main story is, I would imagine. So, but we shall see. All right, I think that about does it. Thank you all so much for watching. Be sure to check out other Fresh Face one-shots we do. We cover Superman by Joshua Williamson, obviously Wonder Woman by Tom King, but we also cover Trinity, Daughter of Wonder Woman, the spin-off of this comic. So that's been fun so far. We also cover Batman The Long Halloween, The Last Halloween, the end of the Long Halloween saga, as well as the Uncanny X-Men by Gail Simone, while it still exists. After which we'll be going into the Unbreakable X-Men, because we kind of have to if we want to keep following that plot thread, I suppose. Also check out the main podcast.
Keep following that plot Dread.
I do as well, but I'm still disappointed.
You're not the only one who said. I don't like Marvel's insistence on always like giving new books, like the same book, new number ones that continual.
Yeah.
It gets annoying.
I'm also a little worried because the November solicits came out today for Marvel, and the only outlier I saw on the cover for Unbreakable #2 was Ransom. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? That's Future Us's problem. Okay.
Fuck Future Us. They're chumps. All right. Also check out the main podcast, Fresh Face Comics. We are past episode 100, and as of the release of this tomorrow, we are releasing our 101st episode on Spider-Man Volume 4, Stan Lee and Steve Ditko, the end of the Stan Lee Steve Ditko run, and the very start of the Stan Lee John Romita run. Which is all kinds of fun, and I'm so excited to talk about all that. We're actually recording that after this one shot, and it's so exciting. Be sure to also go to the Blood Donut Studios Patreon. You can get all kinds of fun things there, like early Star Trek reviews, Star Trek commentaries, as well as Fresh Face Extras. It's more of Fresh Face Comics. If you like that podcast, you get more of that, because it's just all of our casual conversations before we record that podcast. You also, if you just join at the $1 tier, get your name in the description of every Blood Donut video. So if you want to do that for like general support, that is greatly appreciated. Every single dollar counts. Also check out our link trees, our socials, and everything will be in the description below. You can follow us wherever you want to follow us.
Joey now has a TikTok.
I was gonna say I recently made a TikTok account. I'm trying that out. I feel like I'm too old for that, but I'm also only in my mid-20s, so I don't know.
I was gonna say.
I feel like I'm too old for this. You know, it's like I'm not sure what I'm doing.
Oh gosh.
But I also subscribe to the channel, Blood Donut Studios. Any all support means the absolute world to us. Until next time, this has been Joey Morgan
and Jacob Licklider.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.